If you get laid off today, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do step by step. And a lot of people are not going to like what I'm going to tell them in this video, but I don't care because I'm trying to help and I want to be straightforward. So the very first thing to do when you get laid off is to immediately go online to apply for unemployment. This process takes time. Yeah, you can do it in 20 minutes on the EDD website. However, that is so backed up everywhere in America. A lot of times people don't get benefits to start for a month or two after they apply. And if your employer put anything goofy on your layoff notification, they might deny it. You might have to appeal. It can take months. Do this immediately. Apply for unemployment. The very next thing you're going to do is you're going to go directly to your LinkedIn profile. And you have a LinkedIn profile set up, looks professional, got a professional photo on it, right? If you don't, you should do that now while you're still working. So once you go to LinkedIn, you're going to choose the option right under your portrait that says open to work. There's two different versions of open to work. There's just to recruiters or there's completely open to market. Now, people will say, oh, you don't want to look desperate, garbage. Right now, you're trying to get a job. You're trying to get money coming into the house so that you can pay your bills in this economy. Fully open to work, okay? The very next thing you're going to do, step 3, is on LinkedIn, you're going to make a post. And you're going to say, my company recently did a layoff. I am available to work in the X and Y fields. Don't go too granular on your title. Be real with the fields that you can work in, that you have some experience in, so you don't waste yours or other people's time. So if you've been in marketing, you can say, I can do marketing and I can do sales. This is how you can reach me. Okay, that's done. That's step 3. The very next thing you're going to do is you're going to go into your phone, because written is nothing compared to talking to another human being. So you're going to go into your phone and you're going to go down every single person in your phone and you're going to think, do they have some kind of a management, ownership, or leadership role within a company, or do they work somewhere that I would want to work? Literally go through each person in your phone, look at it, and go, okay, so this person I know works in this field. Maybe it's not exactly what you did before, or, they don't make as much as you. A job is a job right now, right? Better to have a job while you're looking for a job than not to have one and be out there making no money, searching desperately, okay? So anybody that's in your phone, you're going to call them up direct. You're going to say, hey, I was just laid off from this company. I'm looking for something, need to get to work right away. Do you have any openings at your company, or do you have anybody you can connect me with that you think would be great in order to get me a gig right away? So again, phone calls far more effective than messages, emails, LinkedIn DMs, any of that stuff. So after the phone call, go to your email list, your personal email list. Go through it and look and think about same thing. Is there anybody in here who can help me get a job? Okay. Then after you've gone through your phone call list, you've gone through your email list, I want you to go back to LinkedIn. When you go back to LinkedIn, every single person in your contacts that is a recruiter or has any kind of hiring capacity, or you think could get you hired at a company, you're going to send them an individual message like this. I don't care if you on the side copy and paste it. Make sure you put their name in there and say, hey, Bob, wanted to let you know we were laid off from X company. I'm available for the jobs of sales and marketing, looking for something to jump into right away. Do you have an opening at your company or know anybody that you could refer me to that is looking right now? So again, what you're trying to do is not just spray and pray like what people do with resumes. Direct contact and networking is far more effective, guys. Okay, so once you've gone through all that, the mistake that people make now is to sit and talk about it to their friends and family all the time, to sometimes drink too much alcohol, to sit and wallow in their misery. This stuff is not going to help you. Action, even action in some of the wrong directions, will still be better momentum for you if you're trying to get a job. So after you've gone through your contacts and exhausted it, this is where I believe most people make a mistake. And that is, then they just go on the computer and they start applying. The problem with that is anybody that has been unemployed for more than a couple months will tell you is that is a depressing situation to sit in. Yes, we are going to apply for jobs, but first I'm going to have you do something that people will disagree with, and that is go work. And when I say go work, I mean go work any job that you can find. flip burgers, serve drinks, go on to Wag and Rover and walk people's dogs and do dog sitting, drive Uber, drive Lyft, do anything that you can. Now, people will argue with this and say, well, that's going to affect your unemployment. Unemployment is not enough to live on. That's why it's so low. It's designed to suck. It's designed to make you go, I can't live like this. I got to get back to work. You will make far more waiting tables, serving drinks, whatever job that you can do locally just to get on and get moving than you will just sitting home on unemployment. The other thing that working whatever job does, and hustling creates momentum, everyone. So believe me, every minute that you're doing some job that you absolutely hate, that you know you can make far more and do better, every moment you're going to be thinking, I've got to get a better job. But people are sitting home now for 3 months, 6 months, a year, applying to hundreds, if not thousands of jobs. A lot of people are telling me 300 to 400 a month applications are going in, and they're not getting interviews or getting back. Now, if you're just going to sit there, your unemployment is going to run out. So make the decision that you're going to hustle no matter what that looks like. And then when you are not at whatever work you can find, that's when I want you to apply. So then people go, okay, so I'm doing that. I found this job down the street at a local place. I'm working at a store. They give me 6 hours, 4 days a week, whatever you can do. Then when you're not at that point in time, you will have forward momentum and energy because you are working and you are hustling to apply to jobs. Now, when you apply to jobs, I don't want you to do what a lot of people are doing, which is just stay on one job site. So if you're going to go and set up your profile on Indeed and do your quick applies and maybe apply for 5 jobs there, good. Then you maybe going to go over to LinkedIn. You're going to apply for some jobs. Good. Then you're going to go over to Zip. You're going to apply for some jobs. Then you're going to go to Google. You're going to go to Google Jobs, apply for some jobs. You're going to apply for some remote roles. You're going to make your way around. You're going to go to some individual company sites. The problem is energy, as anyone will tell you. Whatever you believe in your life, about how people progress forward when they are in a down time. If you just sit home all day in your PJs applying for jobs and you don't hear anything for weeks, months, quarters, years, imagine where your energy is going to be as a human being. People can smell desperation, guys. This is why when to compare it to something, you're in a relationship, you feel good about yourself, you're dressing good, like everybody hits on you. And when you're alone and you're looking for somebody, everybody ignores you, right? It's because your energy is up, you're progressing, you're trying to do good, you're trying to improve yourself. There's forward momentum, and people can feel that in every aspect of life. So work whatever job you can, and then when you're not at work, apply. But if you catch yourself consistently complaining, consistently being negative, talking about the terrible job numbers, talking about the terrible inflation, talking about the terrible rates, all of this stuff, realize where your energy is. It's down. So again, there's not a perfect process when it comes to getting back to work, but networking is more effective than applying. Working is more effective than not working. I hope all of this helps. If you have other tips for people that are laid off, put them down in the video description. And also, I will make a separate video about if you think you're going to get laid off or any of that type of stuff, what that's going to look like so people can prepare, because there's a couple other steps that you can do to jump in there with your employer before that happens. So again, if you get laid off today, the key is action. It's not to sit home and apply for hundreds of jobs. I know you're still going to be doing that, but all this other stuff should come first. Have other tips? Put them below. I'm going to keep making employment-related videos. I'm trying to help everybody that I can get hired in 2024, and I'll see you guys in the next one.